great job, class. Now that we understand the importance of doing the right thing all the time in that last 2MC, we're ready to move on to our next activity, how to blow the whistle and when to step forward when something goes wrong. So, first I want everyone in the class, take a minute, 30 seconds, talk with the person next to you, your partner, about why you think it is important to step forward and blow the whistle.
Okay, I think when really one person breaks the rules really to protect themselves, this can a lot of times have really negative bad effects on others. I don't consider that oftentimes.
Yeah, definitely, especially like with BP, the oil spill, if someone would have stepped in, that could have helped a lot of people out and they wouldn't have struggled so much.
Good job. I like what you guys are saying. Can you repeat that one more time for me? I thought I heard something good there.
Yeah, when someone really almost breaks the rules to try to to make themselves advantageous to benefit themselves.
Yeah.
I really sometimes think that it oftentimes hurts others instead of really and really having good effects on others.
Definitely. You know what, Ryan? Great job. That was so good. I want you to say that in front of the class for everyone to hear.
Okay. Well, when one person,
Good. Everyone, can you listen up for a second? Ryan said something great here. I want him to say it in front of everyone.
Yeah, when one person breaks the rules really to benefit themselves, I feel that sometimes it can have really negative effects on others.
Perfect. Great job, Ryan. I wanted to kind of expand on that. I heard him and Grant talking, and Grant gave an example about an example of where someone failed to blow the whistle and it had an extremely negative effect on others, like Ryan was saying. But the BP oil spill, talk about that extreme situation. It was kind of like a breach in the safety regulations, and this ended up affecting thousands of people and even the lives of the workers on that situation, which was just traumatic and a horrific situation that had an extremely negative effect on the environment. But that's just one extreme situation where blowing the whistle was very important. But kind of going off this more even to build off of that, your values is such a key thing, and we've identified our values back in the values activity, and now we kind of want to stick to them. Like imagine working for a company where your boss is an unethical person, changing sales figures around, and they don't follow the same values that you have. You're not in a good situation there. That's a recipe for disaster. And also, if you work for a company like that, look at something like Enron, where your boss or the people around you are unethical, they kind of rub off on you, and that can have an extremely negative effect on your own reputation. That kind of reminds me, back in week 1, what was the 2MC stop sign quote about your reputation? Warren Buffett said it. Come on, we need some participation here. I'm offering candy. Anyone who knows the Warren Buffett quote about your reputation? Grant, what is it?
It was something about, he said, it takes about 20 years to build a good reputation, but it can be destroyed within 5 minutes.
Bingo, piece of candy over here. Great job, Grant. Good participation for the day. I like that. I want more of that out of you. Come on, class. But kind of more to say. Like I said, stick to your values. Your reputation can be destroyed by one small act of just not stepping forward and being a leader and being responsible. So that is just another reason why it's important to blow the whistle. Ryan, good job again. But stick to your values. Be true to that. So now let's go over these 6 steps. When you are in a dispute at work, what you should do when deciding when to blow the whistle. First thing, consider alternative explanations. This is important because you may not be right, you may have misheard something, you may be wrong, so don't make assumptions, don't call people out for no reason. So moving on to the second point, ask questions and do not make charges. If you forget all 6 of these rules, if there's one thing to remember, this is just a great life skill to have. Does anyone know why this is important? Why should you ask questions and not make charges?
Yeah.
Ryan?
Well, I think there's a couple of reasons. Really, people can get turned off by it, and you may also even be wrong yourself.
Perfect. Spot on right again. Good job answering my question. Yeah, building off of that, it could turn people off completely if you just call them out. And it's a great people skill to have. Like if you say something like, Have I misunderstood the situation versus just kind of saying like, you did this, like I'm going at you. It's just a great people skill to have. Just kind of phrasing things in question manners versus demands is a great skill to have. So if there's anything to remember, this is key. Moving on to step 3, documentation is important. You want to use factual evidence when deciding to blow the whistle. And you don't want to do that. He said this, she said that game, because that's dangerous and just messy territory. You want to be factual and professional, which leads us to the next point. Be professional, not personal. If you bring your personal matters into a situation that, once again, that's dangerous, and you don't want to make the situation about you, but you want to stay professional about what you're saying. Finally, moving on to number 5, assess your goals. When deciding to blow the whistle, you want to have goals in the situation, and how you want to know, how will you know when you achieved your goal? What do you really want to get out of the situation? You don't want to just be doing this for no reason, but you want to have goals the whole time going through the situation. And finally, moving on to our last point, seek advice. Seek advice with a trusted person, a friend you can trust, and listen to them. If you can listen to an alternative perspective, see someone through a different person's eyes and realm, it's always good to have like that second perspective to know if you're completely out of line here, or if you're on the right track here and you should really pursue and successfully blow the whistle. That's an always good skill to have. So everyone, the takeaways. Do the right thing all the time. Incrementalism is dangerous with a slippery slope. You could end up somewhere where you never thought you would be at. So that's why you want to make it a habit of doing the right thing. And don't be afraid to step up and blow the whistle. And don't be a bystander. Be a leader there. So great job, class. Now we're ready to move on to an activity where we make personal scripts for situations where we feel it is necessary to blow the whistle.